It is. Just listen to the roar from the Hearts supporters who came here more in hope than expectation of being able to knock out their big rivals, their capital rivals, but they have done just that. They weathered a storm in the opening 20-25 minutes of this game. They were taking a pounding in that first half. Jamie McDonald with a couple of wonder saves, one in particular which he saved onto the crossbar from Scott Robertson. He's the big hero though, Matt. He's the one who will have the headlines in the morning. Ryan Stevenson with his goal, and it was a sight to behold. The classic sucker punch, having been up against it. The team in administration have got another round to go through, more money for them. They have much bigger battles off the park, Doohard and Midlothian, but on the park they have had 11 lions out there for them tonight. Hibs, despite all the credit they'll get for the opening 20-25 minutes, could not penetrate. Ryan Stevenson is the hero for Hearts. Gary Locke will thank every single one of his players. He didn't make a change till the final minute of the match. It is Hearts who will go through to the League Cup semi-final draw. It finishes here. Hibernian 0, Heart of Midlothian 1.
They are 15 points adrift at the bottom of the Scottish Premiership. Only 3 of their players tonight were over the age of 20. The odds were so heavily stacked against Gary Locke and his team tonight, and they have pulled off an amazing victory, having been so much under the cosh in the first half hour here at Easter Road. Hibs could just not take their chances. Jamie McDonald has something to do with that, and Ryan Stevenson struck in spectacular style, and even that early in the game, Michael Stewart, no way back for Hibs.
No, Billy Dodge said in commentary there that you're expecting a reaction. Good players give you a reaction. Unfortunately for Hibs and the Easter Road faithful, it was a long time after the goal. It was 34th minute, I think, Hearts scored in, and they never looked as if they were going to get back into the game as soon as Hearts scored, and that's a sad indictment of the Hibs team and obviously the players that Pat Fenlon's put on the pitch.
That's a big plus, isn't it, Ian, for a young team, and it's a major minus for Pat Fenlon and his team.
Yeah, I think we have to give Hearts tremendous credit. That's a remarkable win coming here with the team they have, and the confidence knocked a little bit. And we talked about pressure at the start of the game, about Hibs had all the pressure, and I agreed with Billy Brown. The pressure was all on Hibs, and even more so when they went.
Ian, I'm going to interrupt you. Let's hear from Ryan Stevenson with Alistair Lamont now.
Ryan, many congratulations. Just sum up the emotions at the end of that game.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think after the recent run of form we've had, some poor results. So we knew it was a big game for us all. Obviously, been a derby and been in the cup as well. It's a sort of a good distraction for us away from the league. So it's a massive result for us, and it's something we'll look to build on now. 25
minutes into that game, and it was backs to the wall for Hearts, and then you produced an unstoppable shot. Where did that come from?
I don't really know. Probably because I was tired at the time. I just thought I'll turn on this and give it a hit, and luckily enough it went in the top corner. But fair play to Hibs, they came out and they went at us for the first 25 minutes. But we defended well, and Jamie McDonald made some great saves. So we'll take the 1-0 victory.
What does it say about the heart of this young side to put in a performance like that and keep Hibs, deny Hibs really only, I think, one shot they had, but after your goal, how did that come about?
Yeah, recently we've taken a bit of stick, because we're young and we're full of young players, but we're getting experience, and we know we've played well pretty much most of the season, so we'll be alright, we'll do well.
Good man, well done, Ryan.
Right, thank you.
It was a surprise to see his name on the team sheet pre-kick-off. He put in a hell of a shift, and he did this.
Fantastic goal. I mean, this was a lot of these aimless type balls from Hearts. They didn't have great possession, but not the best of layoffs to him. And he says he was maybe feeling a wee bit tired. Well, if he does that when he's feeling a wee bit tired, we'll take that and we'll see what he's like when he's actually got a wee bit of energy, because that is a fantastic finish. Not a great clearance there from McPake, not a fantastic layoff, but he doesn't even have to look at the target. He just lets it roll across his shoulder and bang, one touch right in the back of the net. Unbelievable finish.
As Michael said, that's 34 minutes in. I think the big surprise if you're a Hibs fan, is that there was so little from them, really, between then and time up.
There wasn't much. You had obviously Liam Craig's effort in the second half, but apart from that, you're struggling to think of a good chance. I think at half time, the team thought it was quite easy. I felt for Hibs at half time was keep doing what you're doing, because the way they went about their business in the first 34 minutes was exceptional. Get the ball up to the strikers as quick as you can and give them some service and feed off them round about them. And that's the most important thing. You've got two big guys up front. Once that ball goes in the air or along the deck up to them, you must get round them. You have to get round them.
Let's just round things up before we go in terms of all the League Cup quarter-finals. Inverness, of course, were winners after extra time. That amazing game last night in the Highland capital. Hearts victors in the Edinburgh Derby. The other two latest scores at Capello, still Morton 0, St Johnstone 0. The Championship strugglers are all square, and it's Motherwell 0, Aberdeen 0 at Fir Park, and of course Aberdeen are down to 10 men. Joe Shaughnessy. If you're watching us on the BBC website, stay where you are because there's more chat to come. If you're watching on telly, then you can go to the website to see a little bit more. If not, it's bye for now, and it's Hearts who are through to the quarter-finals, the semi-finals even.